guys, today I'm going to be covering one of the biggest matchups in all of history. This one you've probably heard of and you probably know of. And the answer you might think might be wrong. In case if you didn't see the title, I'm talking about Mario versus Sonic. It's a classic matchup. Plumber versus hedgehog. Who wins? Which is a great idea, except for one thing. It's not even a question. There is one winner who would totally wallop the other. Can you know who it is? First off, the 2011 death battle is incorrect. Okay, so that hint didn't help you out. Some of you might think it's Sonic because of his supersonic speed. But in this episode, I'll be undercovering every single thing you'd use in a fight to the death. And how Mario is the superior game character. So, let's get into it. Let's start with strength. And this is one that's just, wow, this is no question. You see, Sonic's greatest feat, even in cartoons and counting that stuff, he once knocked down a 200 kiloton stalactite, which is incredible, except for one thing, he didn't do it on his own. Heck, he didn't even do half of it. You see, Metal Sonic was the one that did most of that stalactite feat, meaning Sonic would have only knocked down about 50 kilotons, which is still a great feat though. But the thing is, Mario, he has kicked a 61 million kilotons castle. So he's definitely winning the strength, except that's not even it with Mario. Mario's destroyed planets, technically. He has galaxy levels of power because of Super Mario Galaxy. Because Bowser survived a dip in the sun and even a black hole in that game. And then he got his butt kicked by Mario. So first round goes to Mario. Second, durability. This one is a bit harder since Sonic technically can survive anything as long as he has a good supply of rings. Or at least that's how it works in the games, except in this fight, I don't really see a way how Sonic could find his rings. We'll get to that in a minute, without being interrupted. But if he did have rings, still, Mario's quick enough to hit him twice. So he would lose his rings after losing them, and then get punched with a final blow. Because Mario survived a 3,496 kilogram tons of TNT explosion. Meanwhile, Sonic only survived that stalactite, which he technically survived in the process. A good feat to be sure, but Mario's way tougher. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about in Sonic Colors when Sonic survived a black hole? That isn't a black hole. While the game says it's a black hole, look at a real black hole and then look at that. It's more of just a big energy pulse that is called a black hole rather than a black hole. And also, him outrunning it isn't as good of a feat as you might think, since it only lasts for about 30 seconds, but we're not onto the speed thing yet. So he wasn't sure his durability would be comparable to Mario's, but it would still probably be a bit under it. Alright, so Mario's a bit tougher than Sonic 2, he could still come back, because this one, you know for a fact he'd win, right? Speed. Except for one thing. Well, most of you are like, well, Sonic totally has this one in the back. He can go Super Saiyan sometimes and go near the speed of light. That is an incredible feat, except for two things. A, Mario according to a really, really, really old, I think it's 9 years now, a game theory by Matthew Patrick found it on the game theorist, the film theorist, the food theorist, or GT Live. He's funny. He claims that Mario technically is faster than Sonic. But even if you pit Hypersonic against Mario, there's still a way Mario can outrun him. See, if we're counting power-ups for Sonic, that means we're counting power-ups for Mario. And I have three solutions of how Mario can outrun Sonic. First of all, least likely to most likely. Second, the least likely, the stopwatch. One of the least memorable Mario games was Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario Madness, which technically wasn't the second Super Mario game. It's actually the third, because the real second Mario game, Japan thought was too hard for us Americans. And it's really hard. But the thing is, there were still some power-ups that were a bit messed up, including one that makes him super tall and skinny. But one that's terrifying, and I mean terrifying, is the stopwatch. It completely freezes time no matter how quick he is. Now technically, Archie Sonic has outran time itself, but if we're pitting Archie Sonic against, though if we're using Archie Sonic, that technically means we can do Archie Mario, who destroyed universes. So either way, not going too well for Sonic. Second, a bit more likely, the Speed Mushroom. And this one's just incredible. Something that literally made me the god of all time quiver in fear. Anyway, the power-up is the Speed Mushroom, which can make him go, oh god, where's the paper? No, that's a symphony bar. No. Okay, I can't find it. But something like 2 quadrillion times the speed of light. Meanwhile, even Hypersonic couldn't catch up with that thing. And third, this one's a bit less likely, but earthquakes. Since Mario is able to has galaxy levels of power, this technically means he can cause earthquakes. Earthquakes with his raw strength. Heck, just by taking a simple step, he could probably do it. So this means Sonic could be stopped dead in his tracks. And while you might think, Luke, doesn't this technically mean Mario would be stopped dead in his tracks too? Yes and no. While Mario would also be stopped, he could have put on something like the Cape Feather or something that gives him flight, like the Wing Cap, the Super Feather, or heck, even the Super Acorn to those people who like New Super Mario Bros. U. He could fly through that earthquake and most likely go quicker than the quote-unquote blue blur. So Mario also has a better amount of experience when it comes to speed if we're counting all 3 of those. But the last one just makes Mario dominate. This is 3-0. So even if Sonic does win this one, Mario would still probably sweep the floor with Sonic. And that is experience. Which is something that might be a bit redundant, but think of how many Mario games there are. Think about it. Now I have no idea myself, and I don't really have time to look it up right now because I don't know how to edit YouTube videos. But Sonic, fun fact, has only done something around 100 adventures, when Mario has done about 3 times that. So anyway, that's how Mario beats Sonic. No question. Anyway, thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And I might publish one more video today, but I'm kind of hesitant. And also, if you liked this video, I might be doing a lot of more versus videos because I had a lot of fun researching this. Also, if you want to listen to me read you an entire book, I told you this morning, I will gladly read you Five Nights at Freddy's Fazbear Frights #1, Into the Pit. But this video would seem pretty lame, right? Like, Mario just kicked Sonic's, butt. Can't we find one way for him to win? Well, that, my friends, has a small chance. Archie Sonic. If we pit Archie Sonic against basic Mario, this would be a pretty close fight, right? Seeing how Archie Sonic is an embodiment of chaos. And that is an incredible feat, except for one thing. You see, if Archie Sonic won, it would still be an incredibly close bout. Like, Mario would still barely lose. But hey, Sonic still won, right? Well, maybe not. Before we get into this, let me just say, in heaven or hell or wherever Sonic goes, he can't use chaos control to restart the fight and maybe fix some mistakes. Because he doesn't actually know how to use chaos control, or at least in game world. And also, when it comes to traveling back in time, he needs a second person to help him do this. And unless if Mario also kills Knuckles or Shadow, I don't think this is a very likely thing to happen for the Blue Blur. But anyway, if Archie Sonic barely won, which he probably would have barely won, Mario still has one trick up his sleeve. And those are 2 power-ups. The 1-up mushroom and the retry clock. This means Mario can restart the fight his own and maybe dodge every single punch along the way without needing anything besides 2 power-ups. And while we're on that, maybe you might be thinking, hey, how does Mario have these many power-ups at once? I mean, it isn't like he has it on him always, right? Wrong. The reason Mario doesn't always have power-ups on him is because that would just make it a really, really boring game. But in other Mario games, he has this item called bottomless gloves, which he always has with him, which means you could stuff basically anything inside of there, which means he could pack trillions of every single power-up. So this means Mario can use any power-up at any time. So with that, that's how Mario probably would have beaten Sonic. Even if we pit Archie Sonic against Mario, Mario would still win because of the retry clock, and then get back in and kick Sonic's trash, or at least finish him off. And since he could stack trillions of that, no matter how many times he dies, it will almost be impossible for Sonic to infinitely win. Because even when he runs out of retry clocks, he still has trillions of 1-up mushrooms. So, my friends, that is how Mario would beat Sonic no matter what. Alright, like and subscribe if you want some other verses, and comment down below what verses you want. And guys, I'll see you guys next time.